Tomorrow, 13th of April, is the 35th anniversary of Operation Meghdoot that India launched in 1984 to secure the Siachen glacier from Pakistani intrusion. What does this operation do, and what has it done over these years to secure India's borders with Pakistan? Let me explain this in a short video with the help of some maps that are behind me. The entire geography and the decision by India in that year to go and preemptively occupy the ridge line which overlooks Siachen Glacier. Essentially, the issue at Siachen is like this. In 1972, when India and Pakistan finalized the line of control, they said the LOC ended at NJ9842. It's a map reference. So this is the point that it ended. And this side was the Pakistan occupied Kashmir. And beyond that, they said anything beyond NJ9842, the line will continue thence northwards. So northwards in cartographic principles means any line in the mountains will go along the ridge line or the heights, not in the valley. However, in the late 1970s or early 1980s, Pakistan started sending, from the Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir, started sending mountaineering expeditions to Siachen Glacier, which is here, and basically trying to test whether there was any Indian presence or not. India got alerted, and that story will come in the subsequent parts because we are going to speak to at least two of the major participants in the initial stages of the Operation Meghdoot in the subsequent parts that you will see. They will tell us how it started. So India also sent some expeditions and they found Pakistani evidence in the Siachen Glacier of Pakistani presence, having come there and gone back. Now remember, this is a height beyond 19,000 feet, going right up to 24,000 feet, snowbound for at least 5 or 6 months. Now, some of the maps that Colonel Narendra Kumar, a very famous mountaineer, found in the possession of a German expedition in 1979-80 was showing this line. This line going from NJ9842 and going to the Karakoram Pass. So essentially Pakistan was claiming that this entire area of Siachen Glacier was in the Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir, which means India is this side, Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir is this side. Having got alerted to this perfidy of Pakistan, India decided and actually protested and decided that a preemptive action had to be taken. And that is how on 13th April 1984, India launched Operation Meghdoot to get its troops along this line. This red line is along the Saltoro Ridge. This Saltoro Ridge divides or oversees the Siachen Glacier. Basically, the Saltoro Ridge has 3 passes. This pass or these passes had to be occupied to prevent Pakistani ingress into Siachen Glacier. So on 13th April 1984, then Captain Sanjay Kulkarni and 29 others landed at Bilafondla in the morning of 13th April 1984. It was Baisakhi. This was exactly 35 years ago, and gradually India took charge of the Saltoro Ridge. Since then, Pakistan has tried everything possible to dislodge India from these heights. They haven't succeeded, and therefore this line now is a de facto extension of the LOC, the line of control, beyond NJ9842. That's why my book is called Beyond NJ9842. Having taken control of this, India is now firmly entrenched along the Saltoro Ridge and on the Siachen Glacier, and Pakistani deployment is much below the Saltoro Ridge, so Pakistan actually does not see the Siachen Glacier. So all claims that Pakistan has about the dispute between India and Pakistan and Siachen Glacier being a militarized zone it has no meaning because it does not occupy or even see the Siachen glacier from where Pakistani deployment is. When Pakistan says let's demilitarize, India says, well, you can demilitarize, you can remove your forces from the areas down below, but we will continue to be here because this is our area. So essentially what India did was preempted Pakistani design to occupy Saltoro Ridge, and once you in the mountains, once you occupy the heights, it's very difficult for any enemy to dislodge. It's another matter that in 1999 India dislodged Pakistani intruders from Kargil heights, but that's quite another story. So essentially this is what happened. Now above this area is the area ceded to China by Pakistan, the Siachen Valley. And why is it important that India continues to occupy Siachen Glacier under Operation Meghdoot since 1984 is because India is trying to prevent the handshake between China and Pakistan on top of its head along the Himalayas. That is the reason why India continues to be here along this Saltoro Ridge. It prevents a handshake between China and Pakistan. That's the essence of Operation Meghdoot, and whatever it has taken India to continue to hold and control this area, Operation Meghdoot has been one of the biggest success of the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force. How it was done, how people continue to live there, what happens will come in the subsequent parts that we are going to show you on the 35th anniversary of the Operation Meghdoot, which is on 13th April 2019. I am Nitin Gokhale.